So how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm gonna show you the problem I have with my car because I cannot even carry a passenger. So the problem is with my lowering springs on my car, which is the H&R. In today's video, we're gonna replace that with some adjustable spring from MSS. So I'm not gonna do any DIY video because I already did that when I installed my lowering springs before. So if you want to follow that, if you want to know how to install lowering springs, I'm gonna put down the link down below. So go check that video out if you want to install lowering springs on your car. But in today's video, we're gonna replace that H&R spring with some MSS lowering springs or adjustable springs. So guys, let's get started. So one of the reasons why I want to put the MSS springs on my M235i is because of this. It's too tight on this area here, so every time I hit a bump I get the rubbing. I just want to lift it up a little bit just to give it a little bit of travel so I don't get that rubbing every time I hit a hump or a pothole or whatever. Plus I cannot even carry passenger because it's too low. So I want to dial it in that I can carry passenger and remove that rubbing every time I hit a bump. So the same thing here. As you can see, I can barely put my finger inside. See, that's a rubber. I already got a rubbing there. Probably I just need to lift about half an inch just to dial it in. With the help of the MSS springs, for sure I'm gonna fix that problem. Here we have the MSS adjustable springs. This one is made in England. I just want to show you guys that this is for track. So they have two types of springs. Number one is sport and the second one is for track. So I took the track one. So if you want to have better control on cornering, the track one is a lot better. What it is just a stiffer spring on it compared to the sports one. So that's the only difference. We have the MSS manual and safety notes. Here we have some bump stops. So this will go to the front of the suspension. So you have two bump stops, damper caps for the front dampers, and this is the perch that's gonna sit on the actual dampers or shock absorbers for the front, and on top of that is the adjustable perch. We're getting there. Oh, okay. So this is the adjustable perch for the front coil. So basically you get to turn your original dampers to become like a coilover. That's what it is because of this adjustable dampers. So the springs will go here and then it will be sitting on your stock dampers. You have some rubber washers, another adjustable perch for the second dampers. So here we have the two coils. So the small one here is for the rear and the big one is for the front suspension. The same thing on this side. Identical. And now we have the sleeves that's gonna cover up the perch so you don't dirty your threads on the adjustable perch. So these are the sleeves that you can use to cover them up. So we have 4 of them. Here we have the second spring for the rear suspension. I just want to show you the difference here. because according to them, this is 3 different kinds of spring rate on this spring. So what they say, because of the type of coil winding on this, so you have 2 types of spring rate. So there's 2 type of spring rate plus the regular coil, then that's another spring rate. So that's why they said for the rear you have 3 types of spring rate. So just to help you for better handling and cornering. The other spring. So we have the perch. We have the perch here for the rear coils. So this is the adjustable perch. So as you can see, this is the one that's gonna adjust your rear coil. So you can lower or raise your car depending on your requirements. And you got some spanners to adjust your purchase spanners. So these are all the things that we're gonna install today on the M235i to fix that rubbing issue. And also the good thing about this is I can raise the vehicle when it comes time to winter. I can raise the vehicle to the standard height. So just to show you the difference between the H&R spring and the MSS springs. So you put the perch here after the black spring, and then the orange spring goes on top. So the rubber here and the rubber here, you don't need to install on this spring. So you just need to put this washer, the rubber washer, on top, and then nothing on the bottom here. This one sits flat on the suspension. So because the bottom here it's not flat, that's why you needed this rubber piece here to make it flat. But here you don't need the rubber piece because it's already flat. So that's the way it's set up. So now the fender gap on the tire is perfect, and the setup for the perch on the MSS spring is all the way down to the minimum. So this is the lowest it can get, but soon this spring will lower a little bit. It's still gonna settle, and then once it's settled, maybe I need to adjust the perch again, but for now it's sitting properly. I like it, and the way I see it, it's perfect wheel gap on the tires and the fenders on the rear wheel. This is the driver side front strut with the H&R lowering spring. So this is the MSS that we're gonna replace this with. So this is the setup. You got the rubber, like a rubber washer that's gonna go here to make everything flat. Then we're gonna install the perch, the adjustable perch. So that spring now will become adjustable, kind of like a coilover. And this is the cap for the dampers, and also we're gonna replace the bump stop inside. So all this is gonna go in here. We're gonna take out the H&R spring and install this and put it back in the car. So for those of you who's gonna do the same MSS install on your BMW, this is the strut on the front, and you have to remove so many things before you can install this rubber piece here. You have to take out this ring. This ring was here. You have to take it out. And look what happened to my bump stop. finished. That's my old bump stop. And you also have to remove this rubber ring that's connected here. And then when you get to the metal, then you can install this. Then you can add your perch. Oh, by the way, when you install this rubber piece, just make sure the notch on that hole, see the little nipple there, it should go into that hole. So for now it's not compressed, so that's why it's not going in, but once I compressed it, it's gonna go all the way in. That's very important. So that will align the perch and the spring all together. So now you put the perch. I suggest to put the perch all the way down. It's easier to install when the spring is compressed, then you can just do the adjustment after when it's installed in the car. So once you put the perch, you can put this bump stop. Well, it's kind of like a cap for the bump stop, and then the bump stop, and then the spring. So this is what the setup should be. And then you got the original dust boot from the original BMW shocks or dampers. Just make sure the notch on the notch here, it should be on the ending of this coil here. That's it. So once you did that, then you can install this one. And then the nut. That's it. So that's how you complete the strut when installing the MSS adjustable spring. So once I tighten this, I'm gonna install it back on the car. So I just finished installing the front strut on the driver's side. So this is what the MSS looks like with a sock or the sleeves on. So the sleeve is there to protect the perch from getting dirt on the treads and everything, so that's good. And this is what the setup looks like. Looks really good. So guys, it's been 1 week now after I installed that MSS adjustable spring. So here is the car. This is how it looks like after the adjustment that I did. So the rear is so far riding on the minimum treads. That means that's all the way down. And for the front, I did about 5 turns going up from the minimum. And so far the stance is perfect. Let's go see if you can see inside. There it is. See, that's the MSS springs. For the bottom, I don't know if you can see it from here. That's the MSS spring. So far I like the ride height. It's perfect for me. I can carry passenger. I'll have no more rubbing. I tried doing fast cornering while I'm driving. It's perfect. Doesn't give me too much lean. And the good thing about the MSS adjustable spring, when winter comes, I can raise it up to the standard height and I should have no problem scraping the snow when I'm driving on the road. And also for summertime, I can lower it even more or go to the minimum treads as much as possible to get that lower stance, so when I do aggressive driving on the road, I'm gonna have a better hug on the road. That's a benefit about the adjustable spring. So if you just wanna have the stance of a lowered car, go with the H&R lowering springs. But for me, with the ride difference between the H&R and the MSS springs, the ride on the H&R spring is a bit rough, or it's a bit hard. You can feel every bumps on the road. I was so surprised about the result of the ride on this MSS springs. It rides like a stock suspension. It drives so smooth on rough road, it's unbelievable. It's night and day compared to the H&R lowering spring. So guys, if you have the budget to do adjustable spring, I suggest do the MSS springs instead of the H&R. But if you're on a budget and you want to have that good stance of a lowered car, go with the H&R springs. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. So please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.